Welcome back in. We are here on campus at Sardis High School with head coach B.J. Brooks, and B.J. Brooks and the Sardis Lions had a very hard-fought game last Friday night versus, a perennial power in Arab. Your former coach Lee Osmond, his team is always going to be a big challenge. You knew that going in. You guys went up there and fought tooth and nail and come up a little bit short. Take us back to last Friday night and how that all transpired.
Well, we did. We came up a little short. I thought in the first half, I told the guys that was our worst first half we played all year. And
really,
we had the lead 14-7. We had some guys, I think, trying to be bigger than the game. They weren't settled down. They knew it was a big one, and they kind of let that moment get to them a little bit. Second half came out, settled down. I thought we played better as far as execution-wise and doing some things. Just a lot. I tell them all the time, it's in the details. The best
Small
teams,
details.
Small details. And, we came up short because the sum of a lot of small things
Gotcha.
got us at the end.
Makes sense. You guys actually took the lead in that game, like you said. You had the lead at halftime. In the second half, you guys were right there on the cusp. What was the message at halftime when you came out, had the lead on these guys? I know you just mentioned, you said it's the worst half of football y'all played, but what was the message to them as far as we got to finish this? Like we just don't want to arrive. We want to win this thing.
Yeah, and that was the thing, just telling them, here we are. We're in a position to do this. Settle down. Trust your preparation. Trust your coaching. I told them I think we're the better team.
Yeah.
And whether you think you're the better team or you are the better team doesn't always win the football game.
That's true.
In close games like that, there's always so many plays you can go back and look at from both sides, from our side and their side.
That's right.
If a couple plays went different for them, they may think they beat us by 2 touchdowns. A couple plays go different for us, we think we beat them and beat them by 2 touchdowns. That's just kind of how it is in the close games. But we just couldn't quite pull it out in the end.
When the horn sounded, what was your message to the guys then? I know you probably was proud of their effort, obviously. What else was said to the guys? I know they had to be hard.
Yeah, for sure. They were upset for not winning. And anytime being a competitor, you want to see your kids be upset for not winning. I told them I was proud to be their football coach.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed. I'm still proud to be their football coach. We still got some stuff we got to work at and get better. And everything we still want to achieve is still in front of us.
Gotcha. That's a fact.
You're not out of the running to win the area. You're not out of the running to make the playoffs. You're not out, all those things are still right in front of us that we still could achieve.
That's correct.
But we got to learn and grow from it to get where we want to get, and we got to rebound this week.
And you're back on the road again this week, correct? At Columbia, right?
We are the road warriors.
Hawk and Animal.
Yeah, for sure.
Those people at home are like, what?
I love Hawk and Animal.
Well, I'm going to say that the kids watching this are like, who in the world is They're going to be Googling. As soon as it's over, they're going to be Googling. What you're going to find is 1980s magic.
Oh, epic. You'll see some of the old Georgia Bulldog pads coming out there.
That's where they got that from,
yeah.
the Bulldogs fans. And then the 2 best haircuts maybe ever. You had the one that was like a U shape, and then the other one's a mohawk, so like they fit together.
Yeah, Laurinaitis. His boy was a linebacker at Ohio State and then played in the NFL for a little bit.
Yeah, he was good.
They're both actually dead now.
Yeah, and Hawk he died early because of abuse, but yeah, I think they both are dead now.
I love that wrestling stuff. All those old stories. I watch that TLC Wrestling Live.
100%. And the dark side of the ring stuff. Watching that, find out the bad stuff, but that's part of it.
Yeah.
We're here for coaches. No, but you going back on the road against Columbia. They're a big physical team. They haven't gotten out to the start that they want to get out to, obviously. Yeah. But we're in a world where you can't take the foot off the pedal no matter who you're playing at any time.
Sure.
Because things can go out of spiral out of control the other way. What have you seen from these guys on film?
Man, they're like I told you, they look like the New York Jets.
Yeah,
and they're huge. They're crazy athletic. They're way bigger than us. They're way faster than us. They're way more talented than us. But that's what I told our team, we're going to face guys that are bigger than us, that are better than us, that are more talented than us. That's why the details are important. Doing things the right way, playing for each other.
That's right.
That's how you beat those teams. Being more disciplined, playing with more energy, playing with grit, executing.
Yeah.
So, and just telling them too, no matter what their record is or what our record is, anybody can beat you on any given day. So you got to go out there and put your best effort forward. You got to have a good week of preparation to get where we want to get.
What have you seen from your guys this far in the season? What's some of the things that we're doing this pretty decent, and then what's some of the things that you're like, we've got to get better at this?
Yeah, man, I think there's a lot of things that we're doing good. I think one of the things I'm starting to see more of is just leadership and positive leadership and getting other guys and playing with confidence.
That's a difference.
And like I said, you saw it Friday night. The guys expected to win.
Yep.
I think it's finally starting to come along. We're like, when we step out there, we don't care who we're playing.
That's right.
Because we expect to compete.
That's right.
Things we can improve on, I would say finishing. When you get there, A-Rap, for example, Coach Osmond and them, they do a great job. They're used to winning.
Yeah.
So when they're down there at the end of the games, they may make a couple extra plays, line up the correct way, have misalignments, and they find a way to pull it out. So I would just say finding a way to finish, finding a way to close the deal. We're talking wrestling, we're talking Undertaker, we're talking finish putting them last little nails in the casket, when you got it. So.
And dude, he used to. Was it 27-0 WrestleMania?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Next question is like self-evaluating yourself, coaching right now. How's BJ Brooks doing as a coach? Do you feel like you kind of got a grasp of this thing? I know you're learning daily, probably being a head coach, but how's that going?
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's just a daily reflection on Saturdays, and anytime you're calling plays too, that's what I was talking with the coach about this morning. You always have so many things you look back on and just say, well, what if you'd have called this? Or what if you'd have called this right here? Or, what could we have done differently? And I think every day we just try to have that approach, and even as a staff, what can we do better to get our kids better, to put our kids in a better situation? I'm huge on self-evaluation. To me, that's the way you learn. That's the way you grow. And sometimes you got to look at the ugly truth, and you got to see stuff and change stuff that you don't think you want to, but you got to.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. I talked to Chris Yeager about that. I asked him, I said, Coach, how do you, at the end of the season, evaluate Chris Yeager? How do you look yourself in the mirror and evaluate your performance? So I know you do your guys. And he explained that. He said, well, sometimes it's not always easy, and you gotta have a conversation with yourself. Yeah. Am I getting this thing?
Yeah, put your ego aside and say, I got to do what's best for this team and these guys. And it might be something different every year.
That's right.
Because every year changes. And yes, this is my first year being a head coach, but next year's going to be different.
It's not your first trip to the rodeo.
No.
Maybe you were bull riding in the first rodeo, and now you're doing something else.
Now I'm a clown. This next season I'm a clown, I'm a rodeo clown. It just depends.
Awesome.
Maybe year 3 will be bodacious, So.
Dude, that's glorious. Yeah. Any other thoughts? Anything about the travel this week or something anybody should be aware of?
Yeah, we're leaving early. We play at Milton Frank, which is their city field.
How far is the drive from here?
Google Maps says it's an hour and 17 minutes from here to there. Gotcha. But that's not talking about being on a bus. That's not talking 431 traffic. Right. So I'm expecting it to take us about hour 35 to get there.
Gotcha.
We're going to leave. It's just hard, man, when you have pep rallies, which is awesome for, your kids and you want them to have them. But we've traveled so much at the start of the year. It feels like our kids have, and they've done a good job handling it, being pressed. Yeah. Like pressed for time. Hey, man, you got to be organized. We got to get here. Well, as soon as we get down here, go to the restroom, do what you got to do, get your stuff together, because we got offensive walkthrough, defensive walkthrough, pep rally. It's time to eat. Is your stuff ready? Get on the bus. Let's leave.
Right.
You know, we're after this next game, it'll be good to be home.
Yeah.
We're going to have a couple of home games, so maybe we can kind of get some more downtime for the guys.
Yeah. Get some gate money too, Coach.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Hey, be nice.
Yeah, because y'all done enough, renovations and things around here. You need to recruit some of that money.
Oh, yeah, it'd be nice. So
how many of y'all got in a row after that is home?
So after that, we'll have Brewer at home. Then we'll have three in a row? Four.
In a row?
I can't keep up, but I'm always on to the next one.
So
we've already played 1, 2, 3. This will be our third on the road.
Wow.
And then last game of the year, I know being a Glencoe guy, Hoax Bluff, it's at Hoax Bluff. So I know that, and
Gotcha.
Boaz is at Boaz. So the rest will be home. So
Boaz is
at Boaz.
Yeah, it's a little. You can ride your bike over there, Coach.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Just don't get on 431 with it.
Yeah, 431's terrible.
You play Russian roulette.
Yeah.
You're on a bicycle on 431.
And they got road work going on there too,
no,
so it makes it even worse.
It's bad. I was up here last week. We had to go to Gunnersville several days a week now, just filming. 431's rough. But
Yeah, we need it. 431 needed to be redone.
Yeah,
but
I think they need to do a
Yeah.
759 type around here
Yeah.
to dilute some of that traffic. But that's just me.
Yeah.
And I know it costs a lot of money. But kind of like a gas and did with 759.
Yeah.
But anyways, BJ, I appreciate you sitting in, man. I think that's it. If you don't have anything else to.
Man, I ain't got nothing. Just besides keep showing up, keep supporting us. We appreciate everybody out there that is supporting these kids and pouring into them. We can't thank you enough for that.
Yeah, it's going to continue to get better. I know you guys have. Just a point of reference, last year the Arab score was what?
It's 42-0.5.
Over the last 3 years, I wonder what that was.
Well, they've only played them twice. It was first time in the area,
That's
so
right.
this was
But
the
they
second
come down.
time. So
They were in 6 and they come down to 5. That's right.
Yeah.
What was the previous year? I mean, it's bad, I'm sure.
yeah, I'm not sure.
That's rough. But anyways, hopefully we right that ship, BJ. But we're going to shut this episode down. We'll be back here next Monday and probably be up either this evening or tomorrow morning. Depends on when my editor can get his hands on it. With another edition of the BJ Brooks Show. See you guys next week.
Come see us. Have a good one.